On the Business Courier front page centerpiece this week, it's been a long and bumpy road, but the redevelopment of a key corner of downtown Cincinnati is back on track. There's finally a plan for 4th and Race, and the project will add much needed supply to a Cincinnati housing market with pent-up demand. Later this summer, 3CDC will demolish Pogue's garage at 4th and Race Streets and begin building a new garage for the podium for a $106 million 225 apartment luxury tower. Demolition will take 3 to 5 months. Construction of the 14-story building is expected to begin by the end of the year. It will be built and owned by Indianapolis-based Flaherty & Collins. Mayor John Cranley and Councilman Chris Seelbach brought 3CDC into the project in 2014 as an advisor. The Development Corporation is now a partner in the project. Business Courier reporter Chris Wetterick wrote the story and joins Business Watch producer Kelly Leon in the studio to talk about its significance. Chris and Kelly.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Interesting story. So this has been a long time coming. We've heard a lot about 4th and Race. Why has it taken so long?
Yeah, I mean, it started, they announced the deal in 2013, the early part of the year, and there's a couple reasons why it's taken so long. The first is that there was a tenant in Pogue's garage that the city really didn't have a great plan for moving. The Paragon Salons.
Paragon, remember that.
Yeah, they've since moved to Crew Tower, but it took a long time. Mayor Cranley, when he came into office, they really hadn't figured out how to move Paragon at that point. And when Paragon said, hey, look, we have a lease until 2017, and we expect you to honor that lease, or we expect you to make us whole by basically moving us and building us a new salon, because they had invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in their spot in Pogue's garage. So that was the first reason. The mayor didn't want to spend that money, and he kind of thought the deal was a little bit too rich as well. The $12 million subsidy they were originally going to get was reduced to $5.5 million. So this has just been a long process where they've, had some political obstacles, they've had some logistical obstacles, and talking to Flaherty & Collins for this story, they say this is kind of what happens when we need a city subsidy. There's a lot of, it's a long process, and we're used to it. They're not mad about it, but they're glad it's done now.
That's the way it is. And you have those details in the print edition, actually.
Absolutely.
So make sure to follow up with that. Talk about the significance of that corner.
Yeah.
Why is it important? We talked about the residential. Why is this so important?
Right. Well, 3CDC will tell you, and I think anybody who looks at Pogue's garage today, it's a kind of a dilapidated, kind of a hideous structure. It has an antiquated system for getting in and out, where there's ramps that go directly onto the city street. Yeah. Nobody builds a garage that way anymore. It's just not, it's not good urban planning. So the first thing is they want to get rid of this eyesore. So actually, at one point in the story, a 3CDC official says, if we just put a parking lot there, it would be an improvement over what we have today in terms of urban aesthetics. Yeah. But the second reason is the city's looking to add population to the downtown region and over the Rhine. They want more people living downtown, and that's kind of a trend that's been going on across the country, is that more people are interested in urban living, where they can walk to their job, walk to retail, walk to, events and activities. And so this helps the city do that. This adds hundreds of people to the population of the city, and with them, they'll have to pay city income taxes if they're not already living here. So there's a lot of reasons why the city wants to see projects like this continue to happen.
So what's the timeline? We've been waiting for a while, and now it's like, okay, we're ready to go. When can we get this done? What are they saying?
Well, we're looking at demolition starting this summer of the garage, and then they'll start construction, it looks like, by the end of the year. And completion of the garage will happen before the rest of the tower. So they'll have the garage open for parking at some point in probably 2018. And then by the end of the year, probably around the fall, they think that the apartment tower will be finished and ready to lease out to residents.
All right. Well, thanks for keeping us up to date on this. We'll look forward to seeing that happen.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated on the Business Courier's website.
All right, great. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Kelly and Chris. And a cry for years is those downtown residents are going to need a grocery. Well, Kroger CEO Rodney McMullen tells the Business Courier that will definitely happen at some point. McMullen says Kroger has been working with the city for about a decade to open a new downtown Cincinnati grocery store. It would be the first downtown Cincinnati store in more than 40 years.